In today's video, I'll be sharing my 80s vinyl collection with new and original pressings, so if you're a part of the Rhythmnation, stick around. Hi, I'm Dante, and I am a pop culture obsessed social media coach and digital creator who's on a mission to help people grow an organic audience one post at a time. Today, I'm going to be showing you my 80s vinyl collection with new and original pressings I have been collecting since 2016, and obviously the original pressings are from my parents. So I'm going to be showing you guys these today, and I'm so excited. We are dealing with questionable lighting because in Ontario it has just been, we had a heat wave, now it's raining, and we cannot get one full day of sun, and it's like, I'm sorry, we need to keep up with the consistency. We're on a video schedule, so we're gonna have to make do. So let's get right into it. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and check out my social media below. Let's connect. First of all, this is not in any specific kind of order. It's not in chronological, it's not in alphabetical. It's kind of, I just pulled it off the shelf. I do try to keep them in alphabetical order, and they are originally in sleeves to help save the cover, but I just pulled them off the shelf, so I don't know what kind of order we're gonna get. So first is Wham! Make It Big. Obviously, this is an iconic album. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Wake Me Up Before You Go, Careless Whisper. New Shoes, Poolside. What's so funny about this is my parents had this record this whole time, and I actually found and discovered the song through Scream Queens when they're doing the voting scene. And I'm like, what is this song? Like, I love it because they do a lot of 80s songs in that show. And I found this record and I'm like, no way. Of course they have that record that I love listening to. So that's an amazing album. Whitney Houston. What an original album title, Whitney. Love to see it. Obviously you can't go wrong. She is the voice. She is the moment. And rest in peace to a true legend. Her and Mariah, they have the best voices. And Celine, obviously the vocal trinity. Don't get it twisted. And we gotta include Miss Toni Braxton in that. And Brandy, the vocal Bible. So we listen to real gospel singers in this house. Next is Michael Jackson, Thriller. I just feel like it's almost imperative that every person just automatically has a copy of this in some shape or form in their house. Like, we have a CD of it, we have a cassette of it, we have a vinyl of it. Like, no wonder it's the best-selling album of all time because everybody got a copy. Both my parents have 2 copies because they scratched it so much they had to buy another one. So next is Purple Rain by Prince. Obviously another iconic album and movie. I love the album cover. I love the motorcycle with the flowers. Like, you can't, again, we stand legends up in this house. Next is Shannon, Let the Music Play. So this is kind of a single vinyl. I don't know how much it was. It doesn't say the price on here, but this came out in 1983. This is my mother's favorite song. And so, like, whenever this song comes out, you best believe we are, you know, everybody be jumping. Everybody jumping to this one. Next is Stacey Q, Better Than Heaven. I actually have these sunglasses, by the way. Again, another song that I love, Two of Hearts. And I actually found this thrifting in St. Jacobs, I believe. And so I bought it. Then next is another single, a 12-inch Taylor Dane, Tell It To My Heart. This is my dad's favorite song. And he had a cassette of it as well. And it has all the remixes. And it's about Joan Jett and the Blackheads. I love rock and roll. I love Joan Jett. I think she's amazing. And I love how Miley is kind of cosplaying her right now. The Runaways, the movie, is very good. I didn't even know that she was in a band before this. So this is like, I love her story. It's really interesting. You should go check it out. All right, next, both my parents have a copy of this. Madonna. Self-explanatory. You better know every song on this one as well, like a virgin. And this one's a little bit interesting because it's got 2 covers, and so you gotta be careful when you turn it because you don't know if the vinyl's gonna pop out. So another thrift find, You Can Dance. So this was a compilation album of singles from the debut to True Blue, I want to say. And I knew this was a rare find, so I had to get it. And I like how, basically this is like the original like remix. This is like Club Fusion nostalgia, but like 80s version. That's the only way I can explain it. But like all the songs connect to each other, kind of like Black Eyed Peas' Energy Never Dies. Next, the Footloose Soundtrack. Obviously another iconic movie with more iconic songs. Let's hear it for the boy. Almost Paradise. Is that on here? Yes, it is. Okay. Footloose, obviously holding up our hero. Like, it's just great songs in here. Another one, another iconic album, see how they're all iconic, is Faith by George Michael. Obviously Faith, Monkey, I Want Your Sex, Father Figure. Like, they don't make albums anymore. They really don't make albums anymore.
They don't make albums. They just try to sell a bunch of little quick singles.
Next, is it a legend who's still alive and well, and I just completed her whole discography. It's Janet Jackson's Rhythmnation. 1814. This is an original pressing. The political and social messages, it's honestly, obviously one of her best. Personally, I do play Control a little bit more. All of her albums, I am constantly on replay. You know, they still sound fresh, they still sound new, and like they could easily compete with the songs today on the charts. Obviously, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did what they had to do, and so did Miss Janet. Next, we have Control, and this is a new pressing because it's like, it was the 30th anniversary, I wanna say, in 2019, and I didn't have a copy. It's very hard to find Janet Jackson vinyls, and so I snagged a copy for Christmas, and it's on repeat. And I think He Doesn't Know I'm Alive deserves justice. It deserves to see the light of day, okay? Next, Cyndi Lauper. She's so unusual. I love how the Starry Night is on the bottom of her soles here. This is another thrift store find, and again, an iconic album. It was an amazing time. Next is Born in the USA. Bruce Springsteen, what an iconic cover. Happy late 4th of July to America, even though we're here in Canada. Very patriotic, I guess, and an amazing album. You can't go wrong with the boss, right? Next is Blondie, Auto American. This is a good album. We love Blondie in this. They're so iconic. So many iconic photos, so many iconic moments from this. I'm sure we're getting sick of me saying iconic, but it's hard for me to find another synonym for all of these albums. And last but not least, this is a new pressing. It's A Very Special Christmas by various artists, and the cover art is done by the famous 80s artist Keith Haring. Obviously, we know his. And we have, you know, just covers and original songs like Do You Hear What I Hear by Whitney, Santa Baby by Madonna, The Pointer Sisters, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Bruce Springsteen as well is on here, Merry Christmas Baby, Sting, Stevie Nicks, Silent Night. It's just very iconic people, and this is honestly my favorite Christmas album aside from Mariah Carey Christmas and Michael Bublé Merry Christmas. I just think like those are the holy trinity of Christmas albums. Like, you cannot go wrong. So that wraps up my 80s vinyl collection with new and original pressings, even though it's only like 2 new pressings, but we are still growing our collection, and you know, I look forward to doing more of these because I do love vinyl and I love playing them, and I can't wait to do a 90s edition. Comment down below if you'd like to see another vinyl collection haul video. Maybe it's a different decade, like 90s, or I have a lot of 2010s, or maybe it's a specific color, or maybe it's alphabetical order. I don't know. Comment below all of that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe. Hope you have an amazing day and stay safe. Goya.